What's up, guys? So today, as the title says, we're going to do a mag stippling on this grip with a logo. This is a G.O.B grip. I actually got it in a tack pack. I've never did a logoed stippled grip, so I really don't care if I mess this one up because I'm not really a big fan of the degrees. I think it's like a 15-degree angle. Not a big fan. But the grips on it suck, and it's like really thin on my hands too. So, like I said, we're just gonna give it a try. Let you guys be with me for this experiment. So, I've never done it before, so take it for what it's worth. But I went ahead and I just drew a pencil line of where I wanted the lines to be. I did on the bottom as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the whole thing. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just trace out these lines real quick, so whenever I sand all this off, it doesn't blast all these lines off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and trace these out the best I can with this, and then once I go back through, probably a little crooked, once I go back through and start stippling, I can clean up the line some. So let's get in it. All right, I got it basically traced out. Get some of these burrs off. It's decent enough. All right, so now we're gonna swap out these heads and go ahead and just put a sanding bit on. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna knock down the existing grips that are on it, which like right here. We're just gonna knock all this down, make it all smooth. And then I'll show you the had a buddy print me off some vinyl. So got a bunch of them on here. Try some other stuff, and I got one ready. There we go, right there. I went ahead and took the tactical off because it's so small on this one, and I didn't want to make this video super long. So we'll go ahead and just do this one right here. See if we can get the camera. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, that's what we're doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and sand all this grip off real quick. Got that all sanded down, and what we're gonna do is we're going to man, this polymer is a lot more, it's a lot softer polymer than those other grips. It like just melts so easy. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap, what we're gonna do is we're gonna wrap it around the back, so it'll be like G.O.B wrapped around the back, and we're not gonna stencil the G.O.B, we're gonna stipple the rest. So I'm gonna go ahead and sand this down where I'm pretty sure the G is gonna be, and the O and the B. Sand it down with some like 800 and 1000, and then go ahead and polish it up so that way I don't have to go back through after I've done stippled it to do that. Also, I got some 800 grit and 1000 grit and knocked down that sun burst grit, and man, it feels so much nicer on your hands. It still looks identical. Made a world of difference. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'm gonna try some 800. Like I said, I'm just gonna knock it down some just to get it cleaned up better. Just where I know it's cleaned up again. A little more sanding with the Dremel. Wipe down real quick, see what we got. All right, let's get some 1000 just to smooth it out some. All right, it's pretty much smoothed out. We will, I'm gonna go ahead and put this polishing tip on. Actually, I think that's the insert I need. And try to like bring back the color a little bit. See what we can get. All right, we're gonna Dremel it with like a buffer tip on it. Just gonna bring back the color a little bit. Yeah, it's a little shiny. Like I said, not a big fan of this grip anyways. This is just a test to see how it's going to turn out. So now we're going to go ahead and start stippling this thing. I think I'm going to leave, yeah, we'll go ahead and just we'll try to stipple around the G.O.B logo. If it gets messed up, who cares? I might go back in with the Dremel real quick, actually. With that other tip, just try to knock down the edge just a little bit more. And we'll go ahead and stipple it. All right, yeah, went in at like an angle like that just to kind of give it like more of a 45 on each side, if you can see that. So yeah, that's why I did that. All right, let's get the tips changed out on the heat gun, heat pin, fire burner, whatever, wood burner, and get the gun heated up. So like I said, we're gonna do a random big dot pattern, and what I use two different tips for that. I'll show you them. That one. So this tip right here, if you get the Harbor Freight kit, this tip right here actually looks like this tip, and it's real pointy. And I wanted something that wasn't as like small of a hole to start with. So I took a grinder One of the sanding wheels on that Dremel, and I just knocked the tip off. So made it a little more rounded, a little more flatter. And then after I do that, I go in with this tip, which is a bigger tip. It makes it look nice. So just kind of use this as like a border and then to start the first pattern. Let's get started. All right, while it's heating up, we'll go ahead and peel this back. Kind of messed up the G a little bit when I was weeding it. Oh well. So we'll line this up. There's kind of like a line in the grip itself where it was molded. So that's what I'm going to use as a reference for center. All right, so I got the logo on there on the back strap right here. My buddy did tell me when the guy had print these off for me, these stickers, he said definitely use black if you're using black grips, because sometimes when you're going around the outside, if you was to use white, that it would actually burn the white down into the grip, and he said it sucks trying to pick all that out, and it's very noticeable. So big shout out to him. Tips heated up. We'll go ahead and start outlining everything that we need. Okay, we're gonna let the pen cool down. You got it all, the little dots done for now. And what I did was I just ran patterns in here because what you're gonna do is you're gonna take this big one and you're gonna punch in between these. So like every four, you'll punch one in between those four, in between those four, in between those four. That way you get the random dot pattern, you know what I mean? Like it looks very patternized right now, but once we go back with this bigger dot, it's gonna look really good. But yeah, that's all you gotta do right there. So we're gonna let this cool down for a little bit, and then I'll swap out the tips, and then we'll finish her up. All right, I got the tips switched out. We'll go ahead and start knocking this one out. All right, the camera died, so I went ahead and finished up the big dots. Doesn't look too bad. And I'm gonna go back in with this needle tip, and I'm just gonna go up on the edges of everything and get it all buttoned up. All right, so I got all that done around the G.O.B. Now I'm just going to hit the outside lines, and it should be done. All right, so got this all cleaned up. Now it's just time to peel off the vinyl, and should be good to go. All right, there she is. There's the completed product right there. Honestly, for the first time, I'm pretty impressed with it, and I'm sure anybody could really do it, honestly. So there's a basic how-to right there for you guys. Pretty cool. Like I said, more videos to come. If you like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you would, if you like what you see, and leave me a comment below of what else you guys would like to see me stipple. For now, this is it. See you guys later. Peace.